Dear children, I welcome you to this channel. In this video, we are going to see how to find out the solution of a quartic polynomial which are partly factored. Now let us see what is the meaning of partly factored polynomials. Quartic polynomials of the form ax plus b into cx plus d into px plus q into rx plus s plus k is equal to 0, where k is a non-zero integer is called a partly factored polynomial. See, if I say like this, you can't understand anything, okay? That means if a quartic polynomial, if they have been factorized like this, then plus a constant equal to 0, then such equation is called a partly factored polynomial, okay? Now we are going to see how to find out the solution of partly factored polynomial. Before seeing this, let me explain where do you get this partly factored polynomials by using a polynomial of lesser degree, that is which is familiar to you, that is quadratic, okay? See, to explain the partly factored polynomials, I am going to consider a polynomial of lesser degree, that is quadratic, okay? So, consider the quadratic equation x squared plus 11x plus 30 equal to 0, right? And then for this quadratic equation, you know that it can be factorized. What are the factors? 5 and 6, right? So, it can be factorized as x plus 5 into x plus 6 is equal to 0. So, if you solve this, what would be the solution? The solution will be minus 5 or minus 6, okay? Let it be. Then consider another one, that is 8x squared plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. And then 8 into 3, 24, that is minus 24, and then the difference should be plus 2, means this is plus 6 and minus 4, right? Okay. And then so you have to divide it by 8, and then it would be simplified as 3 by 4, and it is minus 1 by 2, okay. So what would be the factors? The factors would be 4x plus 3 into 2x minus 1 equal to 0. And if you solve this, what would be the solution for this equation? X is equal to minus 3 by 4 or x is equal to 1 by 2, okay. So in these two cases, it can be, the equation can be factorized, okay. It is not of this form, that is after getting factorized, after the product of the factors, you are not getting any constant, right? So you are fully factored. Such equations are called fully factored polynomials, okay. Now consider another equation, that is x squared plus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So it cannot be factorized. So you have to, in order to find the solution, you have to use the formula, okay. So if you find out use the formula method, what would be the solution for x? X is equal to minus 2 plus or minus root of b squared, that is 4 minus 4ac. So that is plus 4 into 4, 16 divided by 2, okay. So minus 2 plus or minus root of 20 divided by 2, or minus 2 plus or minus, this can be split up as 4 into 5. So it is 2 root 5 divided by 2. So it would be minus 1 plus or minus root 5, okay. So look at this equation. In this equation, for this equation, it cannot be factorized, and so thereby we using the formula, we got the solution as minus 1 plus or minus root 5. So what is the nature of the root? The root is a irrational root. In the first two cases, in the first case they are integer, and the second case they are fraction. So generally in the first two cases the roots are rational roots. In general we can say they are rational roots. So in the case of rational roots, we get the equation as fully factored, okay. But when the roots are irrational, we cannot write this equation like this, okay. So we cannot rewrite this equation in this form. Now look at this. So if we use, even if we use this we can write this as x plus of after getting the root, if we express this as a factor, you will get only the factor as x minus of minus 1 plus root 5, and another factor is x minus 1 minus root 5. Okay, this would be equal to 0. But the roots are irrational roots. So look at this form. They are ax plus b plus d, means they are not irrational numbers. They are rational numbers. That means they are integers. So if the roots are irrational, we couldn't write like this. Okay. So we can also solve this by using completing the square method. So when we use the completing the square method, we will get such equation. Okay, partly factor. Now look at this. We are going to take this equation and we are going to solve this by using completing the square method. That means x squared minus 2x. So if you take this as a squared plus 2ab, you have to find out the value of b, and then what would be the value of b? By taking the coefficient of x and dividing by 2. So 2 by 2, that will be 1. So you have to add the square of 1 and subtract the square of 1. Okay, by using the completing square method. So if you combine these two, it will be x minus 1 the whole square, and then these two minus 4 minus 1, that is minus 5 equal to 0. So we can rewrite this as x minus 1 into x minus 1 minus 5 equal to 0. Okay. So the same quadratic equation whose roots are irrational can be rewritten in this form. So such equations are called partly factored polynomials. Okay. So do you understand this? Where do you come across the partly factored polynomial? If the roots are irrational. Even if the roots are complex numbers, you will get such a partly factored polynomial. Okay. Likewise, in the quartic polynomial, if the equations are like this, then such polynomials are called partly factored polynomials. Now we are going to see how to find out the solution for such polynomials. Now, what would be the working rule means, when you multiply any two factors, then for this polynomial, the coefficient of x squared and coefficient of x would be same. So by multiplying properly, by taking any two factors, we can rewrite this equation in such a form, that is alpha x squared plus beta x plus lambda, and same coefficient of x squared and coefficient of x would be, and therefore the other factor would be alpha x squared plus beta x plus some other constant delta plus k equal to 0. Okay, so it can be by taking proper product, we get the equation in this form. Then after that, we have to take this alpha x squared plus beta x to be some y. Okay, then what would be the equation? The equation will reduce to y plus lambda into y plus delta plus k equal to 0, and this will be a quadratic equation in y. Then if you solve this, you will get two values for y. So let us say that to be y1 and y2. Okay, and then equating each value to the here, by substituting each value, you will get a two quadratic equations in x. That is, by equating alpha x squared plus beta x to y1, you will get a quadratic equation in x, and solving you will get two values. And then by equating alpha x squared plus beta x to y2, you will get another quadratic equation in x, and solving that you will get two more values. So totally you will have all the four values for the given equation. Okay. So this is the working rule to find out the solution of such a partly factored polynomials. Now let me explain the above by using the example 3.23. Solve the equation x minus 2 into x minus 7 into x minus 3 into x plus 2 plus 19 equal to 0. See, for such a partly factored polynomial, clearly any two of the roots may be either imaginary or irrational. Okay. So now the given equation is x minus 2 into x minus 7 into x minus 3 into x plus 2 plus 19 equal to 0. Now you have to multiply any two factors to get the quadratic in such a way that the coefficient of x square and coefficient of x should be same. Okay. So if you multiply the first two, that is x minus 2 into x minus 7, so what would be the quadratic obtained by multiplying these two factors means x squared minus 2x minus 7x, that is minus 9x. Okay, x squared minus 9x. and here x squared, then minus 3x plus 2x minus x. So if you take the first two and the second two, the coefficient of x squared may be same, but the coefficient of x is not same. So you shouldn't take these pair. Okay. So what is the another, only 3 possible cases are there. That means taking the first two and the second two, or 1 and 3, 2 and 4, or 1 and 4, 2 and 3. Okay, only 3 possible cases. So the first case is not good, doesn't holds good. Okay. So let us take the second pair. That means taking 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So 1 and 3 means x minus 2 into x minus 3. So x squared, then minus 2x minus 3x, that is minus 5x. Okay. And here x squared, then minus 7x plus 2x minus 5x. So if you take this pair, that is 1 and 3, 2 and 4, you will get the quadratic in this obtained the resulting quadratic. The coefficient of x squared and the coefficient of x are same. Okay. So let us rewrite in this form, that is x minus 2 into x minus 3, x minus 7 into x plus 2, then plus 19 equal to 0. Okay. Surely if you multiply this, the coefficient of x squared would be same, but you have to check for the coefficient of x. Okay. So x squared minus 5x plus 6, and here it would be x squared minus 5x, and minus 7 into plus 2 is minus 14, plus 19 equal to 0. Now you have to take this x squared minus 5x to be y. Therefore, what would be the equation? The equation becomes y plus 6 into y minus 14 plus 19 equal to 0. Now you have to multiply this in order to rewrite in a quadratic equation in y. So if you multiply this, it would be y squared, then plus 6 minus 14, that is minus 8y, and 6 into minus 14 is minus 84, plus 19 equal to 0. Or y squared minus 8y, what would be minus 84 plus 19, that is minus 65 equal to 0. So we got a quadratic equation in y. Now you have to solve this to get the values of y. So 13 into 5 will be 65, and moreover minus 13 minus 5 is 8. So the factors are 13 and 5. So we can rewrite this equation as y minus 13 into y plus 5 equal to 0. Okay. So what would be the value of y? Y is equal to 13 or minus 5, right? So after getting two values for y and substituting the values of y in here, you are going to get two quadratic equations in x, and thereby solving you are going to get four values of x. Okay. Now when y is equal to 13, x squared minus 5x is equal to 13, or x squared minus 5x minus 13 equal to 0. So this cannot be factorized, therefore you can use the formula. So x is equal to minus b, that is plus 5, plus or minus root of b squared. So minus 5 the whole square is 25, minus 4ac. So minus 4 into 1 into minus 13, that is plus 52, divided by 2a, 2 into 1, 2. Okay. Now 5 plus or minus, what is root 25 plus 52? That is 77, root 77 by 2. So root 77, we cannot, even if you split this as 7 into 11, both are prime numbers, so let it be. So what are the two values for x getting from this quadratic equation? 5 plus or minus root 77 by 2. Now look at this nature of the root. This is a irrational root. Okay. Now equating the other value minus 5 to this x squared minus 5x, we have the quadratic equation as x squared minus 5x plus 5 equal to 0. Okay. And then here also we cannot able to factorize this equation. So again using the formula, x is equal to 5 plus or minus root of b squared, that is 25 minus 4ac. So minus 4 into 1 into plus 5, that is minus 20, divided by 2a, 2, and then 5 plus or minus 25 minus 20 is root 5. So 5 plus or minus root 5 divided by 2. So here also the other two values are also irrational. Okay. So what would be the solution of the given equation? 5 plus or minus root 77 by 2. Another set of equation is 5 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So here all the four equations are irrationals, and hence the quadratic polynomial, we get the quadratic polynomial as partly factored polynomial. Okay. Now let us see one more example. 3.24. Solve the equation 2x minus 3 into 6x minus 1 into 3x minus 2 into x minus 2 minus 5 equal to 0. So, what is the difference between the previous one and this example means there the coefficient of x are same, that is 1. Here they are different, okay. So, but you have to choose in such a way, choose the factors to find out the product in such a way that the coefficient of x squared and the coefficient of x would be same, okay. So, what are the three possibilities? Taking 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 1 and 3, 2 and 4, and then the third possibility is 1 and 4, 2 and 3, okay. Now, let us check in which case we will get the coefficient of x square and coefficient of x would be same, okay. Now, if you take the first two, 2x minus 3 into 6x minus 1, the coefficient of x squared will be 12x squared. But if you take this one, it would be 3x squared. So, the coefficient of x squared differs. So, no need to check about x, even the coefficient, as the coefficient of x squared differs, we can leave this, okay. Then another second possibility is 1 and 3, taking the product of 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So, 1 and 3 means here 6x squared, and then again it will, you have 6x squared, okay. So, 2x minus 3 into 3x minus 2, 6x squared, and this will be 6x squared. So, the coefficient of x squared would be same. Now, let us check whether we got the coefficient of x are same, okay. So, there minus 18x and minus 2x, okay. Sorry, 1 and 3, you are taking 1 and 3. So, minus 9x and minus 4x, it would be minus 13x. And here, if you take this one, minus x and minus 12x minus 13x. So, in this case, we get the coefficient of x squared as well as the coefficient of x are same, okay. So, you have to choose the factors in such a way that 2x minus 3 and 3x minus 2 is to be multiplied, and 6x minus 1 into x minus 2 is to be multiplied, okay. So, the given equation is 2x minus 3 into 6x minus 1, 3x minus 2 into x minus 2 minus 5 equal to 0. And we are going to rewrite this equation in such a way that 2x minus 3 into 3x minus 2 into 6x minus 1 into x minus 2 minus 5 equal to 0, okay. So, after multiplying these two factors, we get the quadratic as 6x squared minus 13x plus 6, and here 6x squared minus 13x plus 2 minus 5 equal to 0, okay. Now, let us take the common term 6x squared minus 13x to be y, and hence the equation becomes y plus 6 into y plus 2 minus 5 equal to 0, or y squared plus 6y plus 2y, that is plus 8y plus 12 minus 5 equal to 0, or y squared plus 8y, 12 minus 5 plus 7 is equal to 0. So, if you factorize this, it would be y plus 7 into y plus 1 equal to 0, as 7 into 1 7 and 7 plus 1 as 8, okay. So, solving this, we get the value of y as minus 7 or minus 1. Now, let us equate each value to this quadratic, okay. So, when y is equal to minus 7, 6x squared minus 13x is equal to minus 7. Then, this will become 6x squared minus 13x plus 7 is equal to 0. Now, 6 into 7, that is 42. So, for 42, again you can use the same factor 6 and 7, because 6 plus 7 is 13, and then dividing by 6, we have it would be minus 1 and minus 7 by 6. So, what are the factors? X minus 1 into 6x minus 7 is equal to 0. So, what would be the value of x? X is equal to 1 or x is equal to 7 by 6, okay. And then when y is equal to minus 1, 6x squared minus 13x will be equal to minus 1. So, 6x squared minus 13x is equal to minus 1, or 6x squared minus 13x plus 1 equal to 0. So, this cannot be factorized, therefore, we have to use the formula. So, x is equal to minus b, that is 13 plus or minus root of b square 169, then minus 4ac minus 4 into 6 into 1, that is minus 24, divided by 2a, 2 into 6, 12, right. That is 13 plus or minus 169 minus 24 is 145 divided by 12. Therefore, by equating the values, two values of y minus 7 and minus 1, we get 4 values. And what are the values? 1, 7 by 6, and 13 plus root 145 by 12, and 13 minus root 145 by 12, okay. So what would be the 4 solutions for the given equation? 1, 7 by 6, 13 plus or minus root of 145 by 12. Okay. So among the 4 solutions, 2 are rationals and 2 are irrationals. Now let us come to the exercise 3.4. In this exercise, only 2 problems have been given. The first one, 2 subdivisions are given, and both the problems are easy to do. They are just like the example. Okay. So you can try the first 2 problems, right? Now let me do the second one. Solve 2x minus 1 into x plus 3 into x minus 2 into 2x plus 3 plus 20 equal to 0. Okay. So here you have to choose the factors to find out the product in such a way that the coefficient of x square and the coefficient of x would be same. Okay. And there are 3 possibilities. The first one is multiplying the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Second possibility is 1 and 3, 2 and 4. And then the third one is 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. Okay. Now here if you multiply the first one and 2, that is 2x minus 1 into x plus 3 and x minus 2 into 2x plus 3. Okay, if you choose the pairs in such a way, then what would be the quadratic obtained by this? Means here it would be 2x squared and minus x plus 6x, that is plus 5x minus 3. Okay, and here it would be 2x squared and then minus 4x plus 3x, that is minus x minus 6. Even though the coefficient of x square are same, the coefficient of x is different. They are different. Okay. Now let us choose the other, see the second possibility, that is taking the factors. First factor 2x minus 1 and the third factor x minus 2 and second factor x plus 3 and the fourth factor 2x plus 3. Okay. So if you multiply this, you may get 2x squared and then minus x, then minus 4x, so minus 5x plus 2, right? And then 2x squared plus 6x plus 3x, that is plus 9x plus 9. So in this case also you will get different coefficient of x. Okay, coefficient of x are different. Okay, let us come to the third possibility, that is choosing the first factor and the fourth factor 2x plus 3 and second factor and the third factor x plus 3 into x minus 2, right? So if you multiply this, it would be 4x squared, then minus 2x, then plus 6x, that is plus 4x minus 3. Okay, and here x squared plus 3x minus 2x is plus x minus 6. Here the coefficient of x squared itself is different and also the coefficient of x are also different. But how to choose the factors inside here means, in the above cases, coefficient of x squared are same but coefficient of x are different, right? But here, even though both the coefficient of x squared and x are different, but if you multiply this coefficient of x squared and coefficient of x by 4, you will get this one. Okay, so you have to choose this one, right? So if you take this to be y, this will become 4y. So both the factors, the product can be expressed in terms of y. Okay, so in this way also we have to multiply the factors. Okay, so let us find out the solution. Now given equation is 2x minus 1 into x plus 3 into x minus 2 into 2x plus 3 plus 20 equal to 0. So how we are going to rewrite this equation? By taking the first factor and the fourth factor, by multiplying the product of the first and the fourth and then the second and the third. Okay, so you have to rewrite this equation as 2x minus 1 into 2x plus 3 into x plus 3 into x minus 2 plus 20 equal to 0. So if you multiply these two, you will get the quadratic factor as 4x squared plus 4x minus 3, and this one would be x squared plus x minus 6 and plus 20 equal to 0. Okay. Now what we did there, we have to take this x squared plus x as y. So 4x squared plus 4x will become 4y. Okay. And hence the given equation now takes the form 4y minus 3 and y minus 6 plus 20 equal to 0. So you can multiply these two. So if you multiply these two, you will get 4y into y, that is 4y squared, and 4y minus 6 minus 24y minus 3y, that is minus 27y. Then minus 3 into minus 6 plus 18 plus 20 equal to 0. That is 4y squared minus 27y plus 38 equal to 0. Okay. So you have to factorize this. Now what is the product of 4 into 38? 4 into 38 is 152. So in order to find out the factors whose product is 152 and the summation is 27, let us factorize this 152. So if we divide it by 2, that would be 76, and then again still divided by 2, we get 38, and then 2, 19. 19 is a prime number, so you have to stop the factorization. So what would be the product of the factors? So 2 into 76 or 4 into 38 or 8 into 19. Okay. Now among this we have, see, among this, if 8 into 19, if you choose these two factors, the summation is 27. Okay. So 152, it can be split up as the product of 8 into 19, that is minus 8 and minus 19, as it is minus 27. Okay. And then the coefficient of y squared is 4, that is divided by 4. So what are the two factors? Minus 2 and minus 19 by 4. So while writing as a factor, we have y minus 2 into 4y minus 19 equal to 0, and hence the solution of y is 2 or 19 by 4. Okay. Now when y is equal to 2, here x squared plus x is equal to 2. Okay. So x squared plus x is equal to 2, or the equation become x squared plus x minus 2 equal to 0. This can be factorized, that is as x plus 2 into x minus 1 equal to 0, or x is equal to minus 2 or plus 1. Okay. Now what is the other value for y? 19 by 4. So equating that 19 by 4 to x squared plus x, we have the equation as x squared plus x equal to 19 by 4. Then in order to remove the fraction, let us multiply throughout by 4. So we get the equation as 4x squared plus 4x equal to 19. So that will be minus 19 equal to 0. And then let us factorize this. But we cannot be able to factorize, so let us use the formula to find out the solution of x. So x is equal to minus b, that is minus 4 plus or minus root of b squared 16 minus 4ac. So minus 4 into minus 19, that is plus 304 divided by 2a, 2 into 4, 8. Now minus 4 plus or minus root of 320 divided by 8. Okay. Now let us split this root of 320. So if we divide it by 8, it would be 40. Again dividing by 8, it would be 5. So 8 into 8 into 5, it can be written as 8 into 8 into 5. Therefore 1 8 can be taken out the square root. So this will become minus 4 plus or minus 8 into root 5 divided by 8. So taking 4 common and cancelling, we have minus 1 plus or minus 2 root 5 divided by 2. Okay. So what would be the solutions of the given equation? Minus 2 plus 1 and minus 1 plus 2 root 5 by 2 and minus 1 minus 2 root 5 by 2. See here, see that among the 4 solutions, 2 solutions are irrational. So if for a quartic polynomial, if all the 4 or any 2 are either fractions, irrationals or complex number, we can rewrite that quartic polynomial in the form, that is partly factored form. Okay.